What's going on, y'all?
Alright, baby.
Alright. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is your daily go-getterism number 339 for September 6, 2015. My fault, y'all. Listen, I got so much crazy stuff on my mind, I don't even know where to start. But listen, I want to talk to y'all today about getting it together, basically. Getting it together or die. Those are your options in life. When you really think about it, in your life, you gotta really like shore up your ends, tie up your loose ends, get it together before you lay down the rest finally. But there's so many things in your life that you probably need to get together that sometimes you feel like, you feel like giving up, you feel like, things ain't really worth it, or you don't know where to start. Number one, the most important thing to remember is that it's never too late to start. It's never too early to start either. You know what I'm saying? But it's probably too early to finish at a lot of things. When you really think about the things that happen in your life, you have probably suffered a death in a lot of things in your life, depending on the way you look at it. And the way I'm talking about is this: whenever you suffer a death about something, a death is really just a passage from one life into another life. So, an example of what I'm trying to say is this: if you've lived your life as a totally healthy person, no broken bones, no really permanent scars or scratches or anything like that, but then something happens to you. Like, for example, let's say you're in a tragic accident and you lose an extremity, like an arm or a leg or something like that. You might still get a prosthetic arm or something like that, or maybe they can attach a limb. But if they aren't able to do that, and even if they are able to do that, you have died in the life of a person that is using all of their natural faculties, all their natural extremities, all of their natural health that they were born with. And now you've entered a life, you've given birth into a new life of a person that may be handicapped or may have to make adjustments to learn how to live this new life as a person that may not have all their extremities or may not have all of their faculties. So you can't always, it's not always a good thing to look at a death as the finality of things. Sometimes it can be the beginning of things. In nature they say that things have to die every day and things have to live every day. Well, we don't have any way of knowing if nature is balanced to the point that there are always the same amount of people being born and living every day. There's no way we can keep a proper count of that, because there are people being born in different places in the world that aren't being recorded. So we don't know how many of those people that there are. So what we need to do is try to find a way to balance the things that are going on in our lives. So when we think about death, we think about it in terms of things that we have gotten used to in our lives, like especially people, animals, things that we're used to seeing and interacting with every day. So when we think about death in those terms, it can be really sad when we think about not being able to see those people anymore, not being able to talk to those people anymore, not being able to get wisdom from those people, or just enjoy being in their presence. But that's not all death has to offer. With the example that I'm giving y'all, we suffer births and lives and lives, I guess I should say, in different parts of our lives until we finally die in the physical. Physical life is not all the life that there is. I'm just trying to get y'all to think a little bit deeper, into things. And when you look at life and death in these terms, I'm hoping that it'll give you a better perspective on how to not to fear death. Because it has to happen to all of us. But the most important thing is that we enjoy the life that we're living while we're still here. So if we fill ourselves with things that give us pleasure, real pleasure, not false pleasure. And I'm not talking about things like alcohol or drugs or promiscuity or any of those things that could bring us closer to a physical death. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the things that really give you pleasure in life, the things that really give you pleasure in life. And one of the biggest things that can give you pleasure in your life is having a vision of things, a clear vision of things, and being able to work towards those goals to make that vision, make those dreams a reality. When you see the things that you've always wanted coming into fruition, there's no greater feeling than that. So that may be the love of your life. You know, it may be a man or a woman that comes into your life that you've always wanted that great relationship with. No relationship is perfect, but a lot of relationships are good. You know what I mean? And it may be perfect for you. A person can be perfect for you in a way. More than one person, you know, depending on how those relationships turn out in the end. You know, endings cause beginnings. Let's not, you know, harp on the negativity of what endings are normally symbolic of to us. And that's all I'm trying to get y'all to do, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we only get one physical life, but within your physical life, you get a lot of different ways to live. And in getting those different ways to live, you are living your life in ways that are probably enviable to people who feel like they are stuck in life. You know what I'm saying? When we talk, y'all probably have heard me talk about the slave mentality in other videos. But one thing that slavery represents is being chained down to things that you don't think that you can escape. So if you are chained down to negativity, that's slavery. If you're chained down to poverty, that's slavery. If you're chained down to despair and sadness and depression and violence and hurt, that's slavery. You know what I mean? You free yourself when you learn more about how to experience new things and make a better way for yourself. That's what liberty really is. And that's all that it really is. You know, so, you know, we can get into what slavery, what chattel slavery means. That's a whole different thing. And tell you what, I'm not even gonna get into that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's Black Power, y'all know what it is. I don't take no days off from that. But it is, you know, for this conversation, I just want my people to be able to experience the best things in life, and the way that you change the world around you is to change right in here. This is your universe right here. Your third eye is right here. It's your mind. It's your mental state. And if you can change your third eye, you can change your mental state. You change your universe. You change the world around you, and it's very possible for you to do that. You know, and that's regardless. That's regardless of whatever socioeconomic status that you were born into. That's regardless of whatever environment that you were exposed to. That's regardless of your upbringing. You have the power to be able to change things in your life and give yourself new life, and to live your life that changes your whole perspective on what living is, what life is, and what death is. So you can break the chains of the slavery that you've been living under and sentence that life to death and be born into a new life full of love, positivity, understanding, good things. Good things, you know what I'm saying? You know, things that add to your life and almost make you feel like you're living heaven on earth. It is a possibility. Listen, good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, life and death is all up in here. This is your universe. This is your third eye. It controls everything that you see out here. What you manifest in here is the way you look at things out here. So, you know, put the good things in here. Let them come in here, in here, in here, in here, and let it project out there to the rest of the world, and everything will be all right. And that's all I have to say about that. Yo, peace to everybody who came out, and even the people who remotely participated in the Summer Burn event 2.5 yesterday. That shit was the bomb. And we showed a lot of people what time it is as far as diet and exercise is concerned. We're gonna keep doing that. The hood is our health. The hood is our health. Urban Therapy with Sun. Peace.